in this place of suffering, misery, and the worst kind of situation possible. Into that place. Bethesda, the sheep market, the pool, all of it. Into that place. Into the place of the sheep market comes the Lamb of God. Into the place of the pool comes the water of life. Into the house of five porches comes grace personified. And into the house of mercy, Bethesda, comes mercy walking in. And when he comes walking in, he goes to the worst case scenario. He went to the worst case scenario, I think, because he was saying the worst case can be handled, every other case can be handled. Didn't Paul say that? If he's able to save me, the chiefest of sinners, he's able to save you. And he walks over to it. And notice what he says. He says, wilt thou be made whole? Now he doesn't say, do you want to be made whole? Of course he wants to be made whole. He's been there 38 years. Comes every year for 38 years. Does he want that? Of course he wants it. But do you have a will to be made whole? Where is your faith? Now many people today, their faith is the same place that man's faith was. Either in a man to get him in the water, or into the troubling of the water. Obviously his faith was in the troubling of the water.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that will be in our churches tomorrow, and in churches every week. They're waiting for the troubling of the water. They're waiting for chill bumps on the back of their necks. They're waiting the hair stand up on their arms, or they're waiting for that certain chord in a song, or they're waiting for some emotional experience. And that's not what he said. He said, do you have a will to be made whole? If you're thirsty, come. If you hear, say come. But whosoever will. If you have an emotion, wonderful. But if you don't, if you just have a will, come with your will. I will. Wilt thou be made whole? And it was like Jesus said, I have no man. Whenever he said, I have no man, it's like he said, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something to do. And if you have a will to be made whole, 38 years, he says, rise. And the man didn't say, I can't rise. I've been here 38 years. I can't do that. He didn't say that. Jesus said, rise. And you've got to believe, with whatever energy he had, he leaned up on his elbow or something and started. And whenever he did, strength came into his body that had not been there for 38 years. And he rose. And he took up his bed and walked. Now, I don't know what your infirmity is today. I don't know whether it's a situation in your life, what's a situation in your home, maybe even something in the church you're going to have to deal with when you go back. I have no idea what your infirmity is. But wilt thou be made whole? Then simply respond to the command of the Master.
Good.
Rise. Go forth. Rise. Take up thy bed and walk. Well, they condemned him for it because it was a Sabbath day. But he got up and he walked and he left. Did you ever wonder with that multitude of people around here, with the multitude of people of lameness, of halt, of withers, all kinds of diseases, with that multitude around here, can you believe nobody said, "Oh, sir, I will"? They watched that man that had been there 38 years get up and walk.
Right.
And let Jesus lead without saying, "Oh, sir, I need help. Sir, will you help me?" I do not understand that. I cannot understand how people can come into the house of the Lord, hear the word of the Lord, see God work in other people's lives, and still lay by the pool, infirm. Whatever the need of our life is, we know this. And I do not say it to be trite, but I say it because it has to be said. Jesus is sufficient.
Amen.
Amen.
Jesus is right. Whatever's wrong in your life, Jesus is right. Whatever's wrong in your life, just give Him a chance. Jesus will prove everything He said is true. For Jesus is right. Whatever's wrong in your life.